Well, it says I'm going live. I think I'm going live. I hope I'm going live. Cool. Okay. Well, I got a new webcam today, and I've never gone live on YouTube, and I thought, why not? We'll see how this goes. So I'm going to start right at the beginning, but I'm going to move with some pace. Well, you'll see what I mean. But anyway, let's start with tuning, shall we? Let's make sure that you guys have got your ukuleles in tune. So I'm going to go through the strings. We're going to start with this little monkey. This is C. Okay, C. Next one down is going to be E. And then I'm going to jump again. I'm going to come back up to here to G. Because if you play all these three together, you get a chord. You get a C chord, in fact, if it's just those three. C, E, G. And then you've got A on the bottom. And if you play more, you've got an A minor 7. So you've got a chord either way. Happy days. Now, a lot of people say, my dog has fleas, to help them out. My dog has fleas. It doesn't work for me, but it works for some people, so whatever works for you is good. I just sort of memorized it. I just like the sound. So I can soon hear, if I just yoink 1 minute, I can hear instantly when it's gone out of tune. Oh, wow. It's gone really out. But that's why these are so great. I fully recommend these. This is a snark, but I think Mud Gig, I think they're called. They do one. There's loads out there, honestly. And the main thing you're looking for, I have no idea if I can show you this, actually. Shall we try? Oh, you can see. Hang on, maybe if I keep playing. Let's see if I can get it on. Oh, it's on vibrate, so let's put it on mic, and then maybe it'll pick me up. Because this confuses a lot of people. So I know it's not perfectly in focus, but you get the idea there. So you can see that that's kind of red, it was going to a yellow, but that's okay. So what we want it to be is on that green little bit in the middle. So we don't want it to look yellow. If it's yellow, it's sharp. We don't want it to be completely red, just like that, because then it's flat. But if it's all the way up through the red and onto the green, then we're good. So let's see. That's good. And I'll show you what I mean. If I get this one nice and sharp. So you can see that's sharp because there's lots of yellow on it. Now, I know to a lot of you guys, this might seem like really like, oh, why is she nitpicking? This confuses a lot of my students. So if it confuses them, I'm sure it confuses loads of people. Because you think, well, surely if there's all the red, then it can't be a good thing. But it is. And just similarly, I'll try and show you it if it's totally flat. If it's totally flat, there's no green, it's just a whole bunch of red. Sometimes you'll notice it will get confused because it's picking up my voice and it's trying to tune my voice, which is why I normally have it on vibrate. So I've got two options on the side of mine. I know you can't see it well, but you've got mic and you've got vibrate. So I'm going to put it back on vibrate so it stops picking my voice up. My dog has fleas. If it works for you, that's fine. Okay. And we're going to just do two chords today. And we're going to do a C and a G. So let's start with the friendliest of all chords, the C. Here we go. 3rd fret on your A string. This little monkey. Oh, wow, it's like a fisheye, isn't it? How interesting. That's your C. Okay. And then from this C, we're going to get to a G. But we'll get there in a minute. So shall we just strum our C for a bit? Now we can use our thumb. That's absolutely fine. Or we can use a pick. So a quick chat on picks. Make a little claw. Pop the claw like that. Put the pick on said claw like so. Sorry it's so out of focus. Try and bring it back a bit. There you go. And then you put your thumb on top like this. And then you give it a little shuffle. And this is just so that you don't have it hanging out. I'll show you what not to do in a minute. But you want it like that. I always think of it like a little bit of a snake fang. Like a little snake fang. Why not? So you don't want it to be like this. If you do it like this and you strum it too hard, that can quite easily ka-ding off and go in the sound hole and you've lost your pick for about 5 to 10 minutes while you do lots of this to get it out. I've been there, trust me. You want the little snake fang. So a little bit of that, pop it on top, shuffle it around, and then turn your hand so snake fang is facing inwards towards the sound hole. So let's do the C. And let's do about 16 strums of this. Okay, so we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you get anything that sounds like that, you can see your finger just slid. So just stare at it and go, oh yeah, there you go. Happy days. Try your best not to stare at your hands too much, because ultimately you want to be training them up so that you're not looking at them constantly like this, because otherwise the brain will rely on the vision more than the feel, and we want it to really think about the feeling. So look at it a little bit, but not constantly. If you can, look away any chance you can. Okay. You might also get that sound, and that's just you not pressing hard enough. So squeeze in. You know what? I should actually mention positions as well, shouldn't I? I shouldn't just assume you know. So you can see I'm kind of wedging mine in on my forearm, close to my chest, and then holding it like that. Straps are great because they just sort of hold it in the right place anyway, so you don't really have to think about it. So you don't really want it on your lap down there, although I have been known to do this from time to time, especially when it's sunny outside and I'm feeling lazy. But ideally you want it there, so you've got maximum strumming potential and lots of arm room. Okay, so that's our C. Let's go to a G. Lots of different ways of doing this G. I'm zooming you guys in. Here we go. Here's our G. For the guitarists out there, this is the same as a D on a guitar. But let's not confuse you too much. So here we go. Here's our G. Now there's two ways of doing this. There's probably tons more ways, to be fair. I'm just showing you these two. So it's this way. Or check this out. We can bar it and then put a middle finger in the middle. Ha! This makes going from G to C a lot easier because you can go G, C, G, C, G, C. I love doing that. And yes, that is still C. I promise you, it's just a C with another G in it. So it's like beefing up the chord to make it a little bit richer, or doubling up a note. So you can hear that still a C. So you can do it. So let's try it. Whichever way you prefer. You could go from that C to that G, or you could go from that C to that G, or you could go from that C to that G. Whichever you prefer. Take your time. Feel free to use chord diagrams on all Google as well. You can't go wrong as long as you were typing C major ukulele. And make sure it's not a baritone ukulele. And that should be the same, but I am no expert when it comes to baritones. So here we go. Right, let's just do, what do you say, about 8 beats on the C and then 8 on the G? I reckon we'll do that, and then we'll just keep looping it. So we'll go round and around. Here we go. I'll count you in 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Take your time. Let's come over to that G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming back to the C. Take your time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming back over. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And C. And don't worry if you're finding this like, oh, I can't keep up with her. Crazy lady keeps talking and she's going too fast. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to leave this video up. I think it will give me that option. And you can always stop, pause, rewind. It's all good. Now, I'm going to do a nice, easy little tune, Skip to My Lou, which my English teacher used to sing to me in primary school. It's very adorable. And we're just going to do 4 beats on each chord with the exception of the final bar where it will say, skip to my Lou, my darling. And we'll do 2 on the G, 2 on the C. But we're starting on C. And I'm going to keep repeating this. I'll finish. I'll probably talk, know me. I'm a good waffler. Now we'll go around again. Here we go then. From our C. Count you in. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip to my Lou, my darling. So hopefully, inventing words now, hopefully you heard in that last bar, just did 2. 1, 2, and 1, 2. And let's go around again because we're getting this. Okay, back to C. I'll count you in again. Don't worry about this, by the way. This is just so I mute the strings. You don't have to do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip to my Lou, my darling. We'll go round again. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my loo. Skip, skip, skip to my loo. Skip to my loo, my darling. Oh, I love that one. It's nice and friendly. Okay, and we're coming over to my other book. This book's got some strange lyrics for this song. I didn't know these lyrics at all, but okay. It says words and music by Jimmy Davis and Charles Mitchell. So that goes whoosh over my head. Also says in 1940, but we'll do it. You'll know this song one way or another when we get to the chorus. So maybe we'll start with the chorus. And we're going to start with G. We're going to start with the hardest chord first, because then we're not going to worry about it. And this is just lots of G, tons of G and a little bit of C. So like I said, you can leave this one down and just get your C that way. Ping those off. Leave it down, ping this off for C, which I might try. I think that will work quite nicely with this one. So let's do this, and I'll go from the chorus. And don't get too angry at me if the words are bizarre. Here we go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Here we go. The other night, dear, as I lay dreaming, I dreamt that you were by my side. Came delusion when I awoke, dear. You were gone and then I cried. Chorus, here we go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. You told me once, dear, there'd be no other, and no one else could come between. But now you've left me to another. You have broken all my dreams. Of course. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I'll always love you and make you happy if you will only do the same. But if you leave me, how it will grieve me. Nevermore I'll breathe your name. It's very sad. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Oh, you know what? These are slightly happier lyrics than the ones I know, so I'll go with these. These are okay. All right, so options to beef this up a little bit more. You can put a D7 in if you want. Don't do that until you're happy with these chords, though. Don't go mixing things up. So we'll talk about D7 in just a sec. But also, if you're looking to sing and accompany yourself on ukulele, this is a good one to start with. So skip to Malou. But my top tip is to hum as you do it. So if we just do the chorus, for example, if you go, can you see already? I don't have to read anymore, so I'm looking at my fingers. So it's a lot easier to not read at the same time. And, you know, let's face it, singing and playing at the same time is really hard, guys. And a lot of people keep beating themselves up about this. I've had a lot of students lately be like, I can't do it. And they can more or less do it. It's just that maybe you're being a perfectionist over it. Maybe you're like, it's not quite in time. Maybe I'm not breathing as well as I could. That's okay. It happens to all of us. And we all start there. Believe me, I have tapes of myself singing that horrendously out of time, really bad notes, just awful. I will never share them. Take them to my grave. But it happens to us all. So start with humming. Go from there. That's my top tip, honestly. So let's talk about this D7. And like I said, don't do it until you've got C and G totally locked in. Say you've practiced C and G for a week, okay? And then you're going to whack in a D7. Why not? Here's D7. We're coming in, or D actually. I don't know why I'm saying D7. You could just do D. Now, for the guitarists out there, this is going to look familiar because this looks like an A. So don't worry, you're not mad. And it's all three. Pull it back a little bit. I get too carried away. I'm like, zoom in, and then it's totally out. But there you go. All three in a line, basically. But not on the A string, okay? If you want to do an D7, guitar came out. If you want to do a D7, this is awful, but I say to my students, swear at the audience to help them remember. So you lift off your middle finger. Now, some people don't like playing D like this, so this reference doesn't work. Some people like to do it with two fingers because their fingers are massive, much better than mine at gripping things. So that's fine if you want to use two. I totally understand that. As long as you're holding down all three strings, you're happy, you're good to go. But as you can hear, I'm not so great at it, so I need all three. And like I said, you can use D or D7, and you'll hear it more than anything. You'll hear it. It's on the bit at the end of each verse, at the end of every chorus, where it goes, where it starts to sound a little bit like a doorbell. That's where it wants to go. Hang on. Let's get to the right key. So we're going from a... No, see, I've gone completely. Should we go to the chorus, then I'll make sense out of myself. Anyway, like I said, on the very last line, you'll see what I mean. It's because it's lower than I want to sing it. You are my sunshine. This is G. My only sunshine. Going to C. You make me happy when skies are grey. Should dedicate this to everybody who ever comments. All the nice ones. Thank you. You never know, dear, how much I love you. We're going to go to D in a minute, or D7. Please don't take my sunshine away. You can leave it on sunshine away, or you can do the whole thing, D7. Sunshine away. And when you're on a verse, again, it's the last line. So let's skip to one that hopefully we all know. But if you leave me, how it will grieve me. Nevermore I'll breathe your name. This is a really lovely starter song. I pretty much make everybody do it. Sorry, everybody. But I just think it's friendly, and we all seem to know it, even if we just know the chorus, and that's good. If it's locked in your brain already, you've got a greater chance of getting it. So all that's left for me to do is show you what on earth I'm working from, because this is such a good book. This has helped me throughout the years, all through my practice. I'm thinking that's probably going to reverse what it says, so I'll just read this to you. It's like story time. Play all the music in this book with these three chords, G, C, D7, the three-chord songbook. This is a great series. I have no idea if this is still in print, but if you see it, if you see anything with three chords, just think, woohoo, yeah, yes, please. C, G, and D7 are lovely to start with. Now, this is a guitar book, but when you go in it, you'll notice the only thing for guitar is at the top. So you could totally ignore that. You can just go, oh, okay, well, I can do that, because that's just chord sheets, basically. So it's lovely. So I'm pretty sure it's going to reverse this for you, but I'm going to show it to you anyway, just in case. You never know. I mean, it looks like a mirror on mine, but that's what I'm working from with You Are My Sunshine. And like I said, guitar's just at the top, so you can still use this book. I do this sort of stuff all the time. Trust me, never did me any damage. Well, I hope that's been of some use to you guys. So thank you ever so much for watching. This is the first time ever doing this live on YouTube. It's made me sweat a little bit, but it's all good. It's all good. And it's lovely to see. It's lovely to see some comments. So thank you very much for watching. I shall leave you to it now. Have a good evening or a morning if you're maybe in America. So take care, guys. I can't wave properly because I'm doing one click. So I'll wave like this. Bye. Take care. See you. Bye.